Hello, cherished viewers. You are welcome to the platform of Resplendence Language Arts. My name is Frank Kwakwa. I happen to be your Ghana professor and chief professor on the platform of Resplendence Language Arts. It's a privilege to have you on board. Today, we are going to learn the parts of the human body in Ghana. The parts of the human body in the Ghana language. I believe you are going to enjoy it. So you know what? Stay tuned. Now, without much ado, the lesson objective for today is one, to introduce students to how to pronounce the parts of the body in Ghana language. We shall also introduce students to actions associated with specific parts of the body and how the actions are pronounced in Ghana language. However, our main focus is how to pronounce the parts of the body in Ghana. Now, without much ado, I want you to understand that when it comes to pronunciation of the human body in Ghana, the whole human body, as we have on our screen, the whole human body, as we have on our screen, is pronounced do, mo, cho in Ghana. Do, mo, cho. Do, mo, cho. So when we say do, mo, cho in Ghana, we mean the human body. This, include the head, as we have on our screen, the arm, as we already have it, the chest, the stomach or the belly, the thighs, the toes, the knees, every part of the human body. So the whole makeup of the human body is what? Is bo, mo, cho. Please remember that. Now, what is the meaning of do, mo, cho in Ghana? Remember, you say do, mo, cho is translated human body in English. However, the question is, what is the meaning of do, mo, cho in Ghana? Now, in Ghana, the phrase human body in Ghana, as I have already stated, is do, mo, cho. Do, mo is translated human in English, and cho is translated body in English. So remember, do, mo, as I have it here, is human. So do, mo is human in English, and cho is translated body in English. I hope you are following. That's nice. That's nice. So, as I'm repeating myself again, do, mo is translated human in English, and cho is translated body in English. Now, I want you to note something. I want you to note that cho, the word cho, can also mean tree in Ghana. The word cho can mean tree in Ghana. So you should understand that etymologically, when we are talking about cho, which is tree, tree can mean domo. Tree can mean the body in Ghana. So cho can mean the body or a tree. It depends on the context within which the word is employed. So if you are saying domo cho, you mean the human body. But if you say cho, let's say you are talking about a forest region or a bush, and we say, oh, cho. The cho in this context is talking about a tree and not the human body. That's good to know. Let's continue. Now, when you take the word domo in itself, you should understand that domo, which is human, domo, which is human, is the singular expression of the word human. So the singular expression of human is domo. The singular expression of human is domo. Now, the question is, what about the plural expression of human? Now, the plural of domo is be, me, be, me, be, me. So remember, the singular expression is domo, and the plural expression is be, me, be, me. I believe you are following. So do you know what? Let's recap the little we have learned so far. Now, we have stated that the human body in Ga is what? Is translated as Bomo Cho. Remember that we said Bomo means human and Cho means body. However, we have also reminded you that Cho can have two meanings depending on the context within which it is used. So Cho can mean tree, and Cho can also mean what? Body. So when we use it in the context of human being, by saying go, mo, Cho, then we are saying, or we are talking about human being. But when we say Cho in the context of a forest or the environment, we are talking about tree. Fantastic. Okay. So you know what? Let's continue. Now, you should understand that when it comes to the Ga language, every word in the Ga language has its etymological foundation. So, for instance, when you take the word domo, domo in itself, domo has two words combined in order to form one word. So, do, mo is made up of two words. Do is one, and do means visitor. Also, the second word, which is mo, it's also person. Thus, when we say domo, linguistically or etymologically, we are looking at human being as a visitor on this earth. Human being as a visitor on this earth. So, domo is visitor and mo is person. So, when the guys say domo, culturally, they want to tell you that human beings are just visitors on this earth. Now, let's move to the focus of the day. The focus of the day is the human head. The focus of the day is the human head. Now, you should understand that the human body has a lot of parts. If you say you are going to do all, you are not going to finish. So let's focus on the human head today. So you can see my screen, right? On my screen, you can see a beautiful human head. Now, I have labeled the parts of the human head according to numbers. So the first thing you should know is that The human head is translated in Ga as Yi Cho, Yi Cho, Yi Cho. So if you want to say the human head in Ga or head in Ga, you say Yi Cho. I hope you get it. That's nice. So we are come to talk about the Yi Cho, which is the human head. Now, let's talk about the parts of the Yi Cho, the part of the human head, the part of the Yi Cho. Now, one, the crown part of the human head is translated in Ga as Pam Pa Pam Pa. So remember, the crown of the human head is translated as Pam Pa. So number one is Pam Pa. That's the crown of the human head. Also, let's go to number two. Number two focuses on the forehead of the human head. So in Ga, the forehead is translated Hi Na, Hi Na, Hi Na. I hope you get it. That's nice. You know what? Let's remind ourselves. We say the whole human head is called Yi Cho. The crown of the human head is called Pam Pa. The forehead of the human is called Hi Na, Hi Na. The ear of the human head, that's number three, as you can see on the screen. Number three is Toi, 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 right? So the human ear is called Toi or Toi, Toi, Toi. Okay. Now, let's go to number four. Number four is the human cheek. The human cheek. Now, the human cheek is translated in Ga as Pai, Pai, Pai. Yes. So the human head is translated as Icho. The human crown is translated as Pam Pam. The human forehead is translated as Hi Na. The ear is translated as Tui, Tui. The cheek is translated as Pai, Pai. Very well. Let's go to number five. Number five is the neck. So as you can see on the screen, we have the neck. The arrow is pointing at the neck region of the human head. So how would you translate neck into Ga? In Ga, we translate neck as Kwe, Kwe, Kwe. So my neck or your neck is translated as Kwe, Kwe. Very well. So let's go to number six. Number six. You know what? If you're able to understand number six very well, automatically you get the translation of the human eye by the time you are done with number six. Now, number six is Ine Se Che. So that is the eyebrow. The eyebrow. So if you look at this region, you see an eyebrow, right? So that is the eyebrow. Now, you should understand that in Ga, when you want to say, in Ga, if you want to say hair, hair is translated in Ga as che or che. Yes. Hair is translated in Ga as chair. Chair. You understand? So the human hair is called chair. So the eye, the eye is made up of, or the eye is stated as him, him. So him, him. So him is what? Is the eye. So essentially, when we say eyebrow, eyebrow, we are saying the hair behind the eye. So how do you say behind? Behind in Ghana, we say se, se, se. So behind, behind. So in Ghana, if you want to say behind, you say se. So forehead, eyebrow is translated the hair behind the eye in Ghana. So if you want to say the hair behind the eye in Ghana, you say him se chair, him se chair. I hope you get it. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so let's erase it. Let's erase it. Okay. Now, let's go to number 7. Number 7 focuses on the eye. Remember, we have already stated that the eye is what is translated in Ga as him. The eye is translated in Ga as him. So it explains why you are saying that when you want to say eyebrow, you say the hair behind the eye, which is him se chair. That's very good. That's very good. Okay. So a quick recap of what we've done with regards to the parts of the human head. So we said that number 1, the crown is what? Pampa. The forehead is inner. The ear is tui. The cheek is pai. The neck is que. The eyebrow is hime se che. The eye is what? Hime. The eye is hime. Very good. Let's continue to number 8, which is the last part for today. That is the nose. So the nose is translated in Ghana as gu, gon, gu, gon, gu, gon. Okay. Now, what about the mouth, which is the last part for today? The mouth is translated in Ghana as na, bu, na, bu, na, bu. Very well. So we are done with learning the parts of the human head for today. I believe you are very happy to have known the parts of the human head for today. So let's do a final recap of the parts of the human head. So we said the crown is what? Pampa. The forehead is what? Hina. The ear is what? Toi. The cheek is what? Pai. The neck is what? Que. The eyebrow is hime se che. The eye is what? Hime. The nose is what? Gu, gon, gu, gon. And finally, the mouth is what? Na, bu, na, bu. So that's very good on our parts. So today, remember that we came to learn the part of the human head. And we have really enjoyed ourselves. Now, let's recap what we have done so far for today to bring our discussion to a close. Before the discussion, we stated that we are going to learn, or we were going to learn, the part of the human head, the human body. We said the human body is translated in Ga as Bomo Cho. We said that Bomo means human and Cho means tree. We also said that Bomo can be divided into two parts, which is Bo and Mo. Bo, we said, is what? Is visitor. And Mo, we said, is human. Thus, culturally, when Gans see human being, which is Bomo, they mean that human beings are just visitors on earth. We are just visitors on earth. We will go. We are going to leave for sure to the ancestral world. From there, we learned that the word Bomocho in itself is made up of two words, which is Bomo and Cho. Bomo, as we have already stated, means what? Human. And Cho means what? Tree. From there, we came to the parts of the human head, which was our focus for today. We said, one, the human crown is what? Pan pan. Two, the human forehead is hina. Three, the human ear is what? Tue. Four, the human cheek is what? Pai. Five, the human neck is what? Kwe. The human neck is what? Kwe. Six, the human eyebrow. The human eyebrow is hine se che. Hine se che. Seven, the human eye is hime. Hime. The human eye is hine. Eight, the human nose is gu gon. Gu gon. And finally, we said the human mouth is what? Na bu. Na bu. Very well. We know that we have learned something for today. Thank you for joining the GA class of Resplendence Language Arts. To those who join us via Zoom, we say a big thank you. In Ga, if you want to say thank you, say Oyi wala don. Oyi wala don. To those who join us via our YouTube channel, we say Ajiko. Ajiko. Ajiko means a job well done. We hope you really enjoyed our live lesson for today. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel in order to be part of the family of Resplendence Language Arts. Now, I am taking Chi and Ga on the platform of Resplendence Language Arts. So if you want to have a late session with me, you are welcome to join me. Also, I'm going to take a Ga session as I have done for today. So join my Chi and Ga class. And if you want to do that, please follow the description box below. You can also follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Now, until we meet again, I say for birthday to me.